Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today's video, we'll talk a little bit about swim jigs. I had a gentleman that messaged me. He saw that on a couple of previous videos, me catching some fish on a swim jig on the Monongahela River in a couple of little bass tournaments. And he wanted to know what equipment I used, what kind of jigs I used, if I only used one jig, two jigs, what type of trailer, some things like that. So I'm going to go over a little bit of the equipment and then probably show you some fish catches. This first rod that I'm going over, rod and reel combination, this is a 7 3 inch heavy action rod with more of a parabolical bend to it. It really sets the hook really well on the fish. I have no trouble hooking the fish, have no trouble landing the fish. It's an overall rod that I really like to use for this, especially when I'm using the fluorocarbon line. Like I said, 17-pound test fluorocarbon. This is a Jewel Bait Company Swim Jig, which I went over before. It has the Metallulite head. That's a little wider. This is one of the Z-Man goat trailers, with the kicking legs. I like that really well when I'm doing what we call the Alabama shake, which you're shaking your swim jig as you swim it. It gets a lot of action. The other rod that I use, if I'm around a lot of grass, it seems like I like to braid when I'm around a bunch of the grass. So this rod here is also a 7 3. This is an Impulse 7 3 medium heavy with a fast tip to it. I'm throwing 50-pound braid. This jig here is nothing more than the same type of jig. This is a Swim It by Jewel Bait Company. There again, I'm throwing it with the Alabama shake. I do like this whenever the medium heavy over the heavy when I have the braid. That way, when I set the hook, I don't have to change the way I set the hook. I set the hook hard and fast, with all the jigs that I use. The other type of jig that I do use is I do use a different jig. This is one of the this is called a Bovarni bait jig. This is nothing more than a swim jig. This is a northern style swim jig. This is what we use when we're up around the upper Mississippi, swimming it through the current, through the grass. It works well here too in the green grass, on the rivers here in West Virginia and in the tidal rivers and places like that where you have quite a bit of grass. This is nothing more than a 1/4 ounce. And on this, we're generally just swimming it through the grass. So you got the little motion that your head doing this, and we also have the tail kicking. And this here just happens to be a 3-inch grub, just a big 3-inch grub with a big tail to it. So again, on this one here, I'll generally throw this one on braid when I'm around the grass. So again, I'm back to my medium heavy 7 3, 50-pound braid, 1/4 ounce jig. I can cast it a long way, swim it right through the grass. Like I say, I'm going to try to show you some fish catches, and maybe this will help you in your swim jig. If you have any more questions, just give me a holler and I'll see if I can answer them for you. Until then, guys, hey, good fishing, and I appreciate it. And if you would, do me a favor, smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys very much. Swim jig. There's another nice swim jig fish right there. It's about a 3 1/4.